Welcome in, everybody. We're going to do something a little different tonight. Just a little itty bitty different. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome in. Come on. There we go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. So I'm going to give the mods a break tonight. Great Spirit, guides, protectors, ancestors, angels, divine light. Please allow me to be a vessel for the collective reading for tonight. I'll be so happy when retrograde is over. I don't know about you. So thank you, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. Comments are off. Just sit back, relax, grab your favorite drink, whatever you want to drink or whatever the case, and just enjoy the read. Again, the description box has changed if you'd like to take a look at that for a moment. I'm going to start off with the Oracle find out what the energy of the night is. Taking care of the sacredness of self. Alright. I guess we got something here. What do we got? The mask. The fault line. Starborn. The siren. The ocean. The shaman. The prayer. The offering. And the gem. Alright. I'm just going to work this intuitively tonight. I'm getting a lot of the balance between the balance with this mask. It's about holding composure. It's about acting in your best interest. I think this is a lot about using your intuition as well. Now this is the mask that we might use to present the world with how we want to see them, or how we want them to see us. And sometimes that can be shrouded by darkness. Being able to recognize that and bring balance to both, and having good intention behind it, I think is the focus. And to not use it for malice or ill intention. This is about setting boundaries, the fault line. It's about drawing the line in the sand. A lot of balancing out with the mask and the fault line. The fault line kind of gives me the feeling of re-establishing and re-evaluating your boundaries. I'm going through that right now myself. The Starborn reversed. I find this is a card of rebirth when it's in the upright. Sometimes rebirth, though, it takes the dying of the old self. So I think that's what it might be happening right now. Is somebody very well could be going through a dark night of the soul due to these boundaries. And due to the fact they couldn't balance this out. These boundaries were set. Which is basically putting this person into quite possibly a dark night of the soul. The siren is about being present in the moment and being able to voice your opinion. But this is almost being muzzled and being stifled with it reversed. The siren is a very, very free energy, free-flowing energy, dealing with a lot to deal with emotion. The ocean reversed, or on its side, this is about going deep within yourself, deep within your psyche, your emotions, within yourself. And this, with it being on its side, is almost as in a inability to kind of sitting on the fence as to whether or not they want to just stay in the shallow area with their snorkel gear, or do they want to swap it out for some scuba gear and go a little deeper. They're kind of sitting on the fence. With the shaman, and it with being reversed, I see there being someone trying to manipulate energy in such a way due to this dark night of the soul. This dark night of the soul almost feels like karma to them, or almost like they're under a spell. But I think there's a big misunderstanding here, specifically because they're having a hard time communicating, having a hard time going deep, having a hard time going through their rebirth. All due to the fact that they were manipulating with their masks and someone drew a line in the sand. And due to the fact that this shaman, this dark shaman, whatever the case may be, is thinking that they're being manipulated, the prayer is upside down. This is about having no connection with spirit. This very well could represent an atheist, but it's kind of wild that they don't, that if they're an atheist or whatnot, or have no belief system or background faith or spirituality, it's kind of odd with the shaman here. If this is actually karma and a dark night of the soul, there's no prayer that will help them due to what they've done. And the offering I don't know. The offering in reverse, I would say, it becomes the sacrifice. So it's almost like a submittance to the fault line. Somebody's sticking up for themselves. Somebody's putting boundaries down. Somebody's speaking their voice, Somebody's clearly standing in their power with the gem. So we're going to get into that a little bit more, about who this gem is, what these boundaries are being set, and I don't know, we're just going to get into it. So I hope you're having a good night. If you'd like to vibe into this, if this seems like it might be your reading, or if it's resonating, hit the like button. I want to thank you all for the donations in the last little while. All the support, the likes, the subscribes. I'm sending love and blessings to all 6,000 plus of you. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support. All right, Spirit, tell us about the mask. Okay, so we got the moon and the ace of wands. All right. Get me one more. I'll clarify. Thank you. Okay, so with the mask, it's showing the moon, the ace of wands, and the world. So this mask, I think somebody's actually ripping the mask off. They're becoming their most authentic self. They're actually going through this dark night of the soul. Okay. And with the moon here, they're working with their emotions. They're working through their emotions. They're processing them. You know, they're working it through as an observer, learning all that they can about their experiences that they've held on to for so long. And then they're going in for that last time to finally banish them to the ethers, to never have to worry about them again, to always have their memory, to always have their lesson, and to always choose your peace of mind over your trauma, and understand that you're a warrior, you are a survivor at any length of the mean. With the Ace of Wands, this is talking about inspiration. This is about new beginnings. This is about new ideas. This is about moving forward. You know, this is about having the ability to move through something and be inspired to create movement in the right direction, in an inspired direction. The world, we're talking about leveling up. We're talking about learning lessons. We're talking about processing our life and creating a legacy and an essence of sharing that with the world. We are, in essence, learning from our experiences and using it as our testimony. It's pretty darn beautiful, if I ask so myself. Can I clarify the moon? What's going on with the moon? Ooh, the temperance. Okay, so things in the past very well could have been chaotic, very uncontrollable, not really knowing what the heck is going on. What's the Ace of Wands? Thank you. Oh, the moon, reversed. Okay. The moon reversed is about secrets, I believe. You know, and that what is done in the dark will come to the light. And it's kind of wild how there's actual candles sitting there as well with the Ace of Wands. So I think there's been a lot of dark night of the soul energy being worked through. There's a lot of darkness that they've been working through, whoever this is that was wearing the mask. They're actually working through a lot of their emotions, and they're inspired because of all, I think, of what they're able to release due to the secrets, due to the closure that they're finally having, which is a total relief because, wow, I must admit I'm impressed. We got the world. What's going on with the world? Tell me about the world. Thank you. We got the hermit. This is about coming out of the comfort zone. This is about you know, no longer staying in. You've been cooped up too long. Okay, this is about coming out of your shell, in essence, and maybe this is about learning and stepping up and leveling up, right? So we're actually leveling up the overall playing field. So that's pretty awesome. Whoever this is for, I'm extremely proud of you. Okay. All right, let's clarify the fault line. What's going on with the fault line? Okay, the Chariot. The Strength card reversed and the Priestess reversed. The High Priestess reversed for the fault line. Okay, so what I'm getting with this, somebody's had to put a boundary down. Somebody's had to move away. Somebody's had to go on a little journey of self-discovery, I believe, because they ran out of strength. They ran out of who they were. They ran out of their confidence. They ran out of what was meant for them. There was something holding them back by this. And I think by this journey, it really helped them really see who they were. Now, with this journey, I think there was some sort of deception. I think there was some sort of sabotage, because if we've got the High Priestess here, okay, this is someone very deceiving. This is someone that's very conniving. Okay, they're not in the best frame of intention. Okay, they've clearly lost strength, and they've clearly having to go on a journey, right? Or somebody's going on a journey to them with the fault line. Either one. Let's see. The Page of Wands. Somebody's definitely not really liking it. Somebody's stuck. Very, not so passionate. Somebody's very reserved. Alright, talk to me about the Chariot. Thank you. The Nine of Wands reversed. So taking your guard down, the Strength. What's the Strength? What's the Strength? Thank you. Oh, the Chariot reversed. Okay. It's almost like somebody's trying to... There's some sort of magic happening here. Because if the Chariot... Somebody wants to leave. Somebody wants to go. Somebody's putting a boundary down. Right? Somebody's putting a boundary down. And considering that boundary, they're wanting to move away. They don't really have the strength to move away due to the deception. And the Chariot's coming out reverse. And apparently, with this, they have to take their guard down. With the Strength card, they've got no strength to even move at this point due to the deception. What's going on with the High Priestess? Yeah. The Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords. So they're basically not wanting you to move on. They're holding you in place. And you know this. They don't want you going on to calmer waters. It's like this is torture for them. This is a game. This is like a game of cat and mouse. And this is what this person is putting a boundary down for. Whoever this is. There's a cat and mouse game happening here. Is there any more for the Strength? One more for the Strength? I'll go two. Any more for the Strength? Thank you. Judgment. Yeah. Whoever this is, they had to make a judgment call. And judgment is smacking down on the people that are holding them back. Clearly. Divine judgment. And this is, I think, why maybe Spirit's telling them to take their guard down. I'm hearing let Spirit take the wheel. All right. Let's go ahead with the Starborn. So somebody's having a hard time with their Dark Night of the Soul. I'm getting the feeling like they need to reach out to somebody. And it's like there's nobody around them. Yeah, they want to heal something and they want to learn something by the looks of it. The world and the Ten of Wands reversed. They don't want anything, you know. They don't want to move on. They want to heal. But they want to level up. So I almost want to, it's almost like they don't want to walk away. They want to resolve and heal something. So we got the Ace of Pentacles and we got the Ten of Wands. I think the one that drew the line in the sand is moving on. They're moving on to their stability. We will see what's going on with the Starborn. Tell me about the Starborn reverse. Yeah, the Fool. Alright. Two more. Two more. Thank you. The Fool, the Three of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Alright, so whoever you are going through this issue with the Dark Night of the Soul, you need to armor up, my friend. Okay, and you need to use your intuition, and you really need to dig deep. So you best be prepared with your scuba gear. All right. You want to make sure you always have the light within you to guide you. Don't ever allow that to go out. Especially with the Fool here. This is about using your intuition, taking a leap in a new direction, new possibilities, moving forward. Okay? And sometimes you have to take that leap and be patient with yourself, because the work that you put into it is going to pan out. Your ships are coming in. Okay, we are in the upright position. The Three of Wands. Your ships are on their way in. You have not missed the boat. You are right on time. Divine timing. Be patient. Be compassionate with yourself. Be courageous. Stick up for yourself. Seven of Wands. This is 10 toes down. This is you sticking up for yourself. Standing up for something that means something to you. Could be even your life. Whatever the case. Okay? This is about sticking up and, drawing that line in the sand and being able to go through the darkness and being courageous. It's your own darkness. It's all the darkness you've faced in your life. So it's darkness you know. It's darkness you might be familiar with. You might already be acquainted. However, it's the processing, it's the learning that it's the failing to do so of that processing and learning that keeps it there. as you gain understanding, it's not so scary anymore. By shedding light on that darkness, you start to understand it better, no matter what it is that you've gone through in your life. These dark night of the souls are there basically making us sit the fuck down and look at our shit because we're failing to do so. And instead of making an absolute outburst on the people that you love around you, this is the universe's way of saying, yo, hey, pay attention. Sit the fuck down and feel through this. Learn these lessons. Get it out of the way because I got some blessings coming in and you need room. You wonder why you're not getting any blessings? Because you're not letting the other shit go to make room for those blessings to come in. And this is a lot about making the right boundaries and assessing those boundaries and making sure that those boundaries are up just enough to keep the trolls away, but the same time they're down far enough to be able to see your blessings coming in. So that way you can open the drawbridge and the main gate for them to come through into your castle. The Seven of Wands is about standing up for yourself, to not abandon yourself, to always choose you first and foremost. Never give up your peace of mind. What do we got for the Fool? With the Starborn. The Fool. Two of Cups. Okay. Somebody's going through withdrawals. Because somebody's moving away. Somebody left. Just the fault line, drawing the line in the sand, moving on, taking a leap in a new direction. With the Two of Cups here, with the Fool, this is about sacrificing a union because of the deception, because of the betrayal, because of the mask. This is a line in the sand that is made in concrete. Three of Wands. What's going on with Three of Wands? The Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Thank you. The Two of Swords reversed. So basically, somebody's patiently waiting for somebody to jump in or somebody to come back. And then somebody's waiting just to basically get more bullshit. Like they can't find, like the Three of Wands is about patience. The Two of Swords reversed. Right side up, it's about calling truce. Reversed, it's about lies. So it's basically like this dude's here sitting waiting for nothing. Because whatever's coming out of it is clearly not a Two of Cups upright. But this very well could be taking a leap of faith to renew this or to reconsider. Or taking a leap of faith on your own and leaving this behind. It could go either way, depending on the energies. What's the Seven of Wands? Fight for your wheel of fortune, fighting for your destiny, sticking up for your life and the ability to live and the ability to breathe and have purpose. It's almost like I get a feeling that they're trying to wait the whole idea that you know, whoever this is that's drew the line here, that they're gonna forget about the lies and the deceit. They're just being patient, waiting for time to kind of mull over, thinking that that's gonna help the situation when it's not. You're taking a leap of faith and wanting, you know, to maybe, they're looking at the possibilities in a positive way, but it's like the Two of Cups. So it's like they don't want commitment, even. I just get this foolish kind of feeling, like they're wishy-washy, that, you know, that it was deception. Especially if this is fighting for your fortune here. Fighting for the Wheel of Fortune, fighting for your stability, your legacy, your, you know, your purpose. All because of a dark night of the soul. Is there anything else on this? Ooh, the devil. Taking the trash out. So there was a lot of deception. With this deception, there was a lot of temptations and addictions, and they're basically being patient with themselves because they're lying to themselves. Maybe they're addicted to something and they're having a hard time taking it out to detox, and maybe they're fighting for their life. It very well could be the case. Especially with the fact that this is for the dark night of the soul, which would make total sense to this, by the looks of it. I have a feeling this Two of Cups reversed, you know, because he's looking in the same direction as he is. He's looking out that way, he's looking out that way. Meanwhile, this guy's looking out this way. And with the 2 and the 2, the 3. Hmm. 2023. Something could have been significant in 2023. Maybe that's when the fault line was taken and put into place. Is there anything else, just to finish this shuffle? Anything else for any one of these for clarification on the dark night of the soul? Come on. Alright, so we are working on the siren. What's going on the siren? I'm not doing that. The Fool again. Taking a leap of faith in a new direction with the voice, but it's almost upside down pretty well. No, come on, give me something better. Or just pop it back out if that's the way it's supposed to be. I just thought it was a little odd being the first one. The Tower. So yeah, somebody's not speaking, communicating, and that's what's actually going to create this tower for them. Okay? Somebody's not finding their voice to communicate something that they needed to communicate. They're not listening to their intuition either. Or they're fighting their intuition to say something. Or they're fighting their voice. They're holding back because they don't want to say anything. And it's going to create a tower. It's going to create a final ending. What's this about the siren? Yeah, the Five of Swords. What's going on with this siren? One more card. One more card. One more card. Thank you. The world. Okay, yeah, so this is tying in, I think, with the Dark Night of the Soul and the ability to not... They're having a hard time voicing or expressing how they feel. And they don't know how to otherwise do it. It's just about lies, deceit, illusion, betrayal. But this guy's not fighting. He's not even taking the sword. He wants nothing to do with it. So he's done with it. But we've got a tower here. But it's all of this that's going to learn a lesson here. There's going to be some sort of a level up. There's going to be an understanding with this. That's going to come in. Let's clarify this, because that's a little bit weird. We got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. What's the tower? The siren. What's the tower? Talk to me about the tower. Thank you. Ooh, the Nine of Cups. It's self-worth. Being able to voice the fact that they hate themselves. That they don't feel that there's ever a possibility of even loving themselves. That's how bad they feel. That's how bad it feels. That's why they put on this mask, because they fucking loathe themselves for something. Maybe they can't live with themselves, hardly, for doing something. They regret it that much. But you have to understand that when we go through periods in our life where we end up doing shit we don't like, or that maybe wasn't the best idea to do, maybe we regret the things we do, that had to come from somewhere. So there had to have been something, somewhere along the line, that brought you to that point to do whatever that might be. So this is why I come back to the whole aspect of being compassionate to yourself and understand that we are all victims. We all were victims at some point or another due to some sort of traumatic experience. Come on, it's an adventure out there. There's bound to be bumps and bruises. There's bound to be lollipops and rainbows. But whatever else is in the middle, it is what it is. But it's about transmuting what we've been through into lessons, showing compassion, forgiveness, love, integrity, even for ourselves and for our perpetrators, because at some point or another, we were all a victim, and we're all having a hard time expressing ourselves and allowing ourselves to process certain things, to the point where we get to these places where we don't love ourselves, where we can't even barely live with ourselves. And this is why it's so incredibly important to be compassionate with yourself and understanding with yourself. Don't be so critical and hard on yourself. Yes, we do shit. We make mistakes. But it's how we process those mistakes, how we learn from those mistakes that matter. If we're learning, we're living. If we're living, we're evolving and ascending. We live and learn, or we crash and burn. And we always end up the phoenix out of the ashes. So we all end up in the same position over and over and over again to learn a new lesson. Do we learn it and ascend? Or we do learn, or we do, do we learn and live and learn, or do we crash and burn? Either way, we end up back at the same plane again, learning a new lesson. Can we get a 5 of Swords, please? How can we sit around complaining it's all bloody everywhere when everybody's walking around with their wounds hanging out, bleeding all over everybody? As gruesome as that might sound, it's the truth. We do it through our attitude. We do it through our intention. We do it just because somebody else rubbed us the wrong way, and now we're affecting everybody we're walking down the sidewalk behind. Everybody that's walking by us on the sidewalk. The 5 of Swords, please. That was a little weird. The 5 of Swords. Oh. The 10 of Cups. So I think there was a 10 of Cups offered, but it was all lies. There was no intention of the 10 of Cups. There was no happy ending. There was no happy ever after. There was no ability to, because this person wasn't even able to love themselves. How could they love anybody else? They literally hated themselves. And anybody that loved themselves, they ripped them apart and tore them down. And this is where this tower is coming from. This is their wound, whipped out and bleeding all over everybody. 10 of Cups. It was all a deception. It was all a game. The world. What's going on with the world? The world card. Thank you. 9 of Pentacles reversed and 10 of Wands reversed. So we're talking about finding your voice. We're talking about expressing yourself. We're talking about allowing your intention to be uplifting rather than destructive. It's about learning how to, I think with this leveling up, it's about not necessarily losing your stability and letting go of all your burdens. Or wanting to, yeah, okay, so this whole idea of being independent is something I think that they're trying to heal at this point. And to not be so codependent. Because 10 of Wands, right side up, that's letting go of your burdens. Or carrying burdens. Upside down, letting go of burdens. Of 9 of Pentacles, not being stable. Letting go of stability, or letting go of the burdens that are creating the instability. and this is on the world. So it's about choosing and using your own discernment on who you're sharing your energy with. And it's about cutting that shit out of your life. Yeah. Focusing on what's important. I'm getting a sense of remorse with this reading. Like somebody's feeling guilty, somebody's feeling remorseful, somebody's feeling sad, like devastated. Okay. Let's see what the ocean has to say. Whispers in the ocean. The whispers of the waves. We got the star and the ace of pentacles. So having hope with a new offer. The star and the ace of pentacles. I don't really think there's a better combination. What's going on with the ocean? Can we get some tea on that? We got Seven of Swords. Yes. I gotta talk about that. Queen of Swords reversed. Yikes. How does that not surprise me? And the Nine of Wands, taking the guard down. So this is somebody letting the lies go. This is somebody finally going deep. This is finally somebody going into the darkness and healing and getting all they lost. Making up for lost time. Letting go of the deceit, the lies, the corruption, the manipulation, the slander. She's letting it all go. When you go deep within yourself and within your psyche and you process all of this, there is definitely a blessing that you receive out of that. Okay? There's definitely a blessing that you receive out of that. And a lot of it is spiritual, a lot of it is just plain knowledge and wisdom for life that's going to protect you for life. These are monumental changes in understanding as well, and how you articulate words. Now, that's not necessarily the meaning of the Seven of Swords, but it's about getting back what you lost. Okay? With the Queen of Swords, this is somebody that's lying, deceitful, controlling, very, very ruthless, very short with their temper. But they're taking their guard down, the Nine of Wands. With the ocean, though, it's almost like there's a conflict there. I don't think they know what they're jumping into. They just know that there's something worthwhile in the ocean. They're going to basically consider it looking for treasure, I guess. Yeah, alright. We're supposed to clarify those. Let's do that. Clarify the Seven of Swords reversed. Thank you. The Nine of Cups. reversed. Why do I get the feeling that they're trying to sabotage the love that somebody has for themselves to make a boundary such as that? It's almost like I get a feeling of them trying to humble. But them trying to humble a humbled person is kind of redundant. It's like you're shooting a dead horse. Like, what's the point? The horse is dead. Not that I want to shoot a horse, mind you. But it's about finishing it off. Getting what was lost. And if it's the Nine of Cups in reverse, like it's almost like they want somebody to not draw the line here, and they want somebody to be back in their lower energy, is the feeling I get, which isn't going to happen. But they're lying and conniving. They want your guard down. They're trying to get you to take your guard down, or they're waiting until your guard is down. The Queen of Swords. Like, waiting till your guard is down in order to pounce is what I was told, anyway, by the little whisper in the mind. Queen of Swords. Five of Cups reversed. Yeah. This person is trying to heal by ill intention. What's the Nine of Wands? What's the Nine of Wands? What's the Nine of Wands? The Nine of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So this person wants whoever to be inspired to take their guard down. To go deep. The ocean. Nine of Cups reversed. This very well could be lust as well. Because this is about self-love in the upright, being independently, being able to fill your own cup and be happy with and content with what you have. To some degree, it very well could be having your cake and eating it too, being the fact that it's 9 cups and not 1, or 2 for that matter. It all depends on how you're looking at it with the other cards. So the Five of Cups reversed, healing from sorrow, with the Queen of Swords reversed. They thought they were healing by spreading rumors and lies. It was making them feel better, is what I'm getting. They might actually even be kind of nervous. I don't know. Anything else on this? The ocean? Anything else on the ocean? Thank you. The Ten of Swords reversed. This is about healing something. Healing the heart. Healing what was said. The Queen of Swords. She wants to heal something now. Ten of Swords right side up. It's an ending of slander. It's an ending of communication. But now they're wanting to heal it. Alright, what's this Nine of Wands? Is there anything else here? What's going on? Yeah, the devil. It's almost like they're dancing with the devil. And they're saying that they want to finish the job they started. But little do they know it's too late. I just heard for the ritual, yes, but not to finish the job. I guess we're going to find out with the offering what the deal is. Justice in the reverse. And the Magician reversed. Yeah, whoever's manipulating the situation, whoever's thinking they're being a dark magician and they're not going to get away with it, they're not going to get their justice. There's definitely going to be something's going to happen. Something's coming down the pipeline. Not going to be good. Any other final messages on this? The ocean. The moon. Reverse. So there's a whole bunch of lies coming to light about what was being done, all this. Cases being reopened is what I'm being told. Because of the chaos. I'm kind of getting distracted, but what else with the ocean? One more? Anything? I'll move on. Move on. Okay. Alright, so we got the Shaman reverse. Let's see about the Shaman. What's going on with the Shaman? We got the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. What's the Shaman reversed? So 8 of Swords. The Lovers reversed. Seven of Cups reversed. So this Shaman is obsessed with someone. And they're obsessed with the idea of somebody loving someone. So they're obsessed with the idea of making sure that someone can't make a decision with love. But whoever they're doing this to, they're not oblivious. They're not naive. They know who this is. They know who the Dark Shaman is. They're very aware of who they are. And they're actually very aware of what they're trying to do. But it's not working. It's really not working. And Spirit's saying to me, ancestors specifically are saying, no, they did, you did them a favor. Saying that what was going on here wasn't all that healthy to begin with. So the fact that this Shaman stepped in to take out this union or whatever, or step back, whatever they decided to do to create stagnance in a union, it didn't work. Because the union is still very much alive, but it's riddled with lies and deceit with the 5 of Swords here. I picked one more. figure, why not? So talk to me about the Eight of Swords reverse, please. Eight of Swords reversed. Eight of Swords reversed for the Shaman. Reversed. We got the world upside down. So whoever it is, they're not oblivious to the fact that they were being sabotaged. The fact that they were being either spiritually, physically, emotionally, whatever the case may be, they were being held back. They're not crazy. They're not stupid. This dark shaman needs to like give their head a shake and maybe work their magic a little better. Because they thought they were totally oblivious. And this Eight of Swords, that's not somebody that's oblivious. Especially reversed. This person sees things for what they are. They're no longer blinded by what people say. They know the truth. Hell, they've had the blindfold on so long, they've learned that their other senses. Their other senses have heightened. With the world reversed, this is stagnant energy. What's going on with the Lovers reversed? We got the Three of Wands. So it's basically kind of the fact that the Lovers, it could go either way. It could go moving into chaos and move and miss the boat, or it could be the fact that just be a little bit more patient. But the Lovers reversed, it's almost like it just be more patient. It very well could be destroyed, or it very well could be revived, depending on the work that you put into it. I get a lot of stubborn energy, like somebody doesn't want to communicate. Part of the siren, that maybe they should just speak up, say what they need to say. Has a nice, good old song. What's his name? Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. I can't believe I don't know the name. Come on. It's like literally right on the tip of my tongue and I can't figure it out. Come on. Spit it out already. The Three of Wands. Anyway. So we're talking about the Shaman, the Three of Wands, clarifying the Lovers. It's almost like I get a feeling that there's like waiting patiently to just say no. Say, not happening this, like if I had to wait this long for any type of accountability or whatever, or an apology or whatever the case may be, what's the point of waiting any longer? Life is too short. You don't want to show up. You don't want to be accountable. We don't want to meet halfway. What's the point? What's the real point? Because there's nobody chasing anybody. There's no chasing. There's no nothing. Everybody's just sitting down, not saying a word. Everybody's got lots to say, but they're just not saying it. They're choosing no. And they're patiently waiting to do so, which is kind of redundant. Like, rip the fucking Band-Aid off and get on with it already. Seven of Cups. What's going on with the Seven of Cups? Reversed. We got the Emperor. So somebody's obsessed with an Emperor. Somebody is obsessed, the Shaman is obsessed with the Emperor. So we're talking about an Emperor. Okie dokie. What about this Five of Swords? Five of Wands. Crossing over the Lovers and the Seven of Cups. And the World and the Three of Wands and the Eight of Swords. The Five of Swords with the Five of Wands. So there's lies, there's deceit, and they want to come in like they're livid, they're pissed off. This reverse shaman, this guy's like livid at this point because his shit ain't working. He's not a balanced shaman. Of course, it's all gonna blow up in his face, and that's why he's pissed off. Yeah, but he doesn't want this emperor walking away. Seven of Cups, focused. Yeah, the shaman is keeping this from happening. The emperor from walking away, focusing on walking away. The emperor wants to walk away, but the shaman ain't letting him. What's the Five of Wands? They like. It's almost like the shaman's wanting this fight to be something that the emperor's not going to walk away from. Like this is like there's something going on that they're out to be, you know, end of life, taking him to hospice. They hate themselves that much. I wouldn't be surprised if this dark shaman had something to do with the fact of this mask going on this person here. I don't think the shaman and this person are the same person, to be honest. The shaman here reversed, I think this person is manipulating this other person with blackmail. And the fact that this person has a hard time finding their voice and wanting to heal, the fact that somebody's drew the line with this and walked away, the fact that they're having a hard time going deep to heal this stuff, and then there's this asshole over here trying to cause a whole bunch of extra drama, like outright trying to end somebody's life. I don't fucking think so. The Five of Swords. Anything else with the Five of Swords? For the Dark Shaman. The Five of Wands, the Five of Swords. Is there anything else? The Six of Wands. Yeah, that's why he doesn't want the Emperor walking away, because the Emperor's recognized. He's jealous about the Emperor. He's jealous about what's going on with this Emperor. He hates himself. The Emperor's got some sort of recognition with the Six of Wands here, and this is why they don't want them walking away. Because of the recognition. And if this Emperor wants to walk away, then they're going to fight tooth and nail to make it so he doesn't walk away. All because he's getting recognition. All because he's getting some sort of pat on the back. That's ridiculous. How fucking petty can you be? Like, really? Like, go get your own fucking sandwich and leave the Emperor alone. Anyway. The prayer. Upside down. Let's look into that one. Let's see what's going on with that one. Like a prayer. It's like a mystery. I don't really know this song. It's been a while. Anyway, what's going on with the prayer? The Hierophant. Yeah, no prayer for the Hierophant. That makes a lot of sense. The Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's really committed to what they're good at. Like, this is spiritual. And they're fantastic at what they do. Four of Swords. Yeah, the prayer. They can't. I don't know. They're resting. They're having no choice but to rest because of the hard work. So, despite the shaman don't isn't praying clearly, the prayer reversed. This is somebody that doesn't necessarily believe in prayer. This is somebody that's just kind of empty at the moment. But it looks like they're focused on resting and focusing on what they're good at. They're focusing on the work, at least. And they're committed to the work. But they're also taking a much needed rest when they need it. I don't know if that really needs much more clarification. But I'll check. Clarification on the prayer. Perfect. The Eight of Pentacles with Four of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. Focused on the journey, focused on the destiny, focused on what matters. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. What's going on with the Eight of Pentacles? We got the Star reversed. Working at diminishing a star. They're committed to a fortune by diminishing and working hard against the star. Working hard about bringing no hope. What's the Four? You gotta be kidding me. The Four of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So this is literally they're wanting to end their fucking life. Is the way I'm looking at it. Because they're like wanting to put out, working really hard to put out the star. No hope. Wanting to rest, but taking out their stability, taking everything back, losing significant loss. This is somebody. You're fucking deranged in the head. Anything else with the prayer? I figured this might have come up with the offering reversed, but... Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, we got the Empress. Somebody very, very selfish. Doesn't give a shit about anybody but themselves. They give an Empress the bad name, okay? And there's judgment coming down. Judgment, this isn't going to go through. This is not going to go very well. Judgment is being stricken down. The vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. That's what I get. Oh, I didn't do that, did I? Okay. Alright, we got two more cards. The offering and then the gem. That's it. That's it. That's all for today, folks. Tell me about the offering reversed. Judgment. The Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. This don't seem all that right, because they want to take this, there's no stability, but there's lots of love. So it's like somebody's making a judgment call, coming in with a shitty ass offer, you know, saying that now they're broke, now they've got nothing to stand on. Do you still love me? After they pull all this bullshit. My life is in shambles, but you still love me. They want to heal things. They want justice. They want to bring justice to the love situation. Meanwhile, they could have had this back before they lost everything. But they literally had to lose everything in order to realize what their whole situation was. It's pretty sad, I must admit. I'll be right back. Thank you for your patience. So, with this offering, shitty offer, with the judgment of all of this, somebody's sticking to their guns. They're sticking to what they said. They didn't stutter. They're healing. They're getting their justice. They're going for their 10 of Cups, regardless. There is a judgment call being taken on this sabotage. There is justice coming, and there is healing coming. With the Three of Wands. So I'm almost getting this feeling that they're coming forward with an offer, a very, very shitty offer, to basically keep your mouth shut, is what I'm thinking. But somebody's going to choose themselves. They can finally say they can nurture themselves. All right. Let's clarify the Judgment card. What's the Judgment card? The Star reversed. So there's judgment being called on blowing up the star, or the star's homicide. There's a judgment on that. The Ten of Pentacles. All the sabotage, whoever this is for, you're no longer in your head about it. You know exactly what happened. You know exactly what transpired to this degree. You are not crazy. What you went through was not fair. The Ten of Cups. They're offering this Ten of Cups, but they don't even have their Nine of Cups yet. We had the Nine of Cups up here, somewhere here, along the line here, somewhere with the rebirth, but they don't even love themselves. So how do they expect to offer a Ten of Cups? Hence why this is a really shitty offer. They can't even love themselves. How do they expect to have some sort of a love union if they're not willing to go deep and do the work? It's impossible. Not happening. It's basically a rerun. Justice. What's going on with justice? What's going on with justice? That's why. What's going on with justice? Seven of Cups. Overwhelmed. Somebody's overwhelmed at somebody getting justice for what they actually, did to them. Somebody's like totally overwhelmed with the fact of somebody actually, all of the history and whatnot coming back to haunt them. Three of Swords, reversed. We got the Temperance. So the fact that this person, this gem, I'll call them, this gem or the Emperor, let's say, the fact that they're healing with the Three of Swords, the fact that they're healing is bringing chaos, maybe to this shaman, or to the fact that this was supposed to be a sacrifice. And the fact that they're healing is bringing chaos to their plan, with the Temperance reverse. So, whoever this is, however this was, they clearly didn't know who the hell they were talking to, who they were messing with. Because from the feeling I'm getting that all their plans that they've planned to sabotage this person is literally coming back to bite them. And they're literally getting it all back. Tenfold. I pity the fool. That's all I gotta say. Seven of Wands. What's going on with the Seven of Wands? Seven of Wands. What's going on? Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hanging out with me. What's the Seven of Wands? Clarify the Seven of Wands. Pretty please. We got the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. Can we clarify the Seven of Wands? What do we got? The Two of Wands. Reversed. So, this person's healing. And because they're healing, it's chaos. They're trying to create more chaos. They're fighting. They're fighting to move on. They're fighting to move in a different direction. They're standing up for themselves because they actually love themselves. And with that standing up, they're trying to stalemate and confuse and to create a situation where this option to go in a different direction is thwarted. To create a stuckness. The Nine of Cups. What's going on with the Nine of Cups? The High Priestess reversed. So this High Priestess reversed that was in the mix earlier, she's still kicking around. She's in the reverse here, and she's trying to infiltrate the fact that somebody loves themselves. They're trying to infiltrate the fact that they're trying to move on and heal and get on with their life. I think I'm talking about the gem with the Nine of Cups. This High Priestess very well could be part of the Shaman. This very well could be identifying the Shaman. Yikes. The truth does come out. We're going to get some closing thoughts on this, too. So just in case you find yourself in this position, there very well could be some options for you. We're going to look into it. Looking at the gem. The final card in the clarification. We got that Strength and the Knight of Cups on the bottom. So there very well could be somebody coming forward with some sort of an offer. The Star and the Strength card. Have hope and find strength within you. Their gem. You are the gem. Do not forget who you are. Keep shining your light and stick up for yourself. We got the Seven of Wands and we got the Star. Keeps popping out in my shuffle. keeps playing peekaboo. We got the Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So somebody's heartbroken, the fact that they're making boundaries and the fact that somebody loves themselves. They're heartbroken at the fact. How fucking petty and envious you gotta be. Do the fucking work, get through it, and meet your people on the other side. It's not that difficult. It's really not. You might cry a little, but it's anything that you haven't been through already. Really. And all you're doing is thinking about it, processing it, learning from it, and banishing it the fuck out of your life for once. Allowing yourself to finally learn what the last lesson would be learned to that situation and moving onward, moving forward. Let's talk about the gem. We got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay? What's the gem? Talk to me about the gem. Alright, so we got the Fool reversed. Two more. The gem. We got the Seven of Swords reversed. The Three of Pentacles. So the Four of Wands came out over the prayer and the Shaman reversed. So something is chaotic. Somebody's being dismantled here. There's some sort of a disconnection with the prayer and the Shaman. Okay, so the Shaman, I think, is becoming disabled. Or disarmed. Or disengaged. The Shaman has been disengaged. The Shaman has been disengaged. Just a little robot humor. Or android humor. So, the Fool reversed. We've got the gem. So, this gem is probably got a little bit of stress going on, a little bit of PTSD, a little bit of maybe you're not trusting yourself all that much. But you're understanding that you still have your intuition. You might be having a hard time trusting your intuition to somehow get you into this mess. You've been through quite a bit. You're the diamond in the rough, the gem. The Seven of Swords reversed. This is about getting back what was lost. The thing is, you haven't lost your luster. You haven't lost what's important. Okay, despite it all. You're moving forward more filled with wisdom and analytical moves. You're thinking before you do. You're thinking before you say. You're thinking before you think. The Three of Pentacles, you've got some people coming in to help you collaborate. To help you remember who you are. Your tribe is on its way, if it's not already there. You already know who you are. But your team's on its way. If this is your reading, you've pretty well had to let everybody in your life go. You can maybe count people on maybe your two hands and maybe a foot as to the people that are still in your life compared to the thousands that you used to talk to and speak to and converse with over the years. There's maybe 10, maybe 5 people that you consider alliances or family or friends. Even acquaintances are slim. You are guarded, and protected. The whole purpose is the reason why you're going all through this. Pardon me. Going through all this is because you are the high priestess in the upright. This is why the High Priestess in the reverse, okay, isn't liking you. Because you stand for integrity, you stand for truth, you stand for respect. You do things right. You have good morals. You're in balance with the energies that are around you. You're listening to your intuition. You're letting that guide you. You are the gem. You've always been the gem. There's no possibility of losing the fact that you are the gem. And you are guided, guarded, and protected. Anybody that messes with you, they're going to fuck around and find out. And you will move on. You are moving towards your destiny. There's a pathway being formed for you. Follow the footsteps in the sand. Is there any final thoughts for this reading? I guess I gotta clarify these, I think. Don't I? I think I do. No, I think I already did. Yeah, the divine, you're going to be collaborating with the divine. Due to the fact, I pretty well read it the way that it is. With the Four of Cups, this is a gift from the divine. With this. And the fact that there's the Three of Pentacles here. And this is a collaboration with the divine. Because you haven't been treated well with what's been going on. Right? And whoever's trying to sabotage you, they're getting their stability ripped out from underneath them. Everything people are wishing on you, they're going to be getting it themselves. As a nice little pretty gift with a bow on it. And the people that are trying to get you back and try to, to off you, they're going to be faced with nothing but burdens. Literally nothing but burdens. So heed the warning. If you're a karmic and you're screwing with somebody's destiny, yeah. The Wheel of Fortune. If you're screwing around with somebody's destiny, you best stop. Gem, stay inspired. Work towards your destiny. Work towards your journey. Enjoy it. And be good to yourself. Never forget who you are. And remember the sacred, divine light within you. Thank you. I'm going to leave it here. I'll see you in the next video.